Hello, everyone. I'm Tadeous Furlepa, author of the book Limited Duty, Not All World War II Heroes Left the States. It's available on Amazon, and the link is contained below in the comment section. So if you would like to order it, I would encourage you to. It's a fascinating book. It's my father's World War II memoirs. The goal of my podcast is to reach other World War II enthusiasts, historians, and most importantly, those veterans who served their country during this period of history. I'd appreciate and I encourage others to share their stories that they personally experienced as a veteran, or if you heard something from a family member who may have passed on, I would love to hear their stories. I love the retelling of these things. Nothing is, to me, is more fascinating than to talk with a veteran and get his firsthand accounts of things that happened. Every veteran has a story to tell. I truly believe that. My father had his story, and I found it to be very interesting. So if you come across a story that you'd like to share, please reach out to me and let me know, because I would like to use this forum to let other people know about this. As I mentioned, I do enjoy hearing veterans share their stories. And last week, my wife and I were blessed to receive a very special treat. We had decided to go for a Sunday drive to one of our favorite coastal towns here in Florida, Sebastian. And while we were enjoying the sunshine and the sea breeze, we ventured out onto the Sebastian Pier, where we came across an elderly gentleman who was fishing. He was wearing a black baseball cap with the word Ranger stenciled across the front of it in gold block letters. And as I have a tendency to do, I approached him and I asked if he had in fact served as an Army Ranger. He lit up like a Christmas tree. He proudly stated that he had, and I then began to ask him, where he served, what unit, his years of service, that type of information. And he was more than willing to share all of that. The gentleman I was speaking to was George Norris. He was 91 years old, or should say is 91 years old. And he served under General Douglas MacArthur in the South Pacific. He was a member of the 6th Bombardment Group and participated in the liberation of Bataan from the Japanese in March of 1945. He shared that he entered the service of his country at the age of 16. I guess he must have lied about his age, but he got in at the age of 16 in 1944, went through basic training, and was eventually shipped out to the South Pacific after he completed his basic training services. And he ended up participating, like I said, in the liberation of Bataan. He was just a true pleasure to speak with, and I was happy to learn his story. He was very gracious, and he was very happy to share his service with me. I thanked him for his service to our country, and he very humbly stated that he was proud to do his small part. I really enjoyed chatting with him. I encourage anybody, if you see a World War II veteran with, has a hat or a jacket, just go up there and thank them for their service, but also ask them, talk with them. You'll find them to be very accommodating in most cases. I've included a link to my Twitter page, and that includes a picture of Mr. Norris and myself. And like I said, he was just a fascinating individual. God bless you, Mr. Norris. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me. And I hope you continue to enjoy life. Thanks.